Do you work at a colocation data center, or do you sell to a partner with colocation data centers? Do you work in some kind of marketing, sales, biz dev, customer success, product or executive related role? If so, then you'll definitely want to watch this short video excerpted from a webinar recording we held a little while back, where you'll learn what colocation data centers should be sharing on social media, and answers the basic question of what are the most important social media best practices for a colocation data center. If you get good value from this video, make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell notification so you can get notified as soon as new videos just like this go live.
The next question, what are the most important social media best practices for a data center, Josh?
Social media is an interesting animal because a lot of people take what they know from their personal lives and they try to apply that to what they're doing from a marketing perspective for their colo data center. There's an acronym called HIPPO, HIPPO, like the hippopotamus, highest paid person opinion, or highest paid person in the organization. Like the CEO comes in one day and the CEO says, we got to do better on Facebook. My teenager is all over Facebook. We're getting our butt kicked on Facebook. Well, the real answer is when you do those buyer personas, when you develop the buyer personas and you figure out who are the 2 or 3 or 4 types of most important people that you wanted to be developing content around, are they using Facebook professionally or are they using it for another purpose? What we find in the colo data center space is, yeah, everyone has Facebook, but most of the time they're sharing personal things on it. They're sharing pictures of their kids, their grandkids, where they're going on vacation, a home renovation project, a great recipe, a great deal, a new movie, a concert, things about their favorite sports teams. They're talking about political issues, things that really, really are quite different than what they want to share professionally. What we tend to see over and over again for colo data centers is Twitter and LinkedIn seem to be the go-to channels. All of this needs to be validated, though, because your buyer personas may be a little different. And even within some of those go-to channels, the slices, the strategy, the topics, the themes, the groups that you go after, the hashtags you go after are going to be completely different. Also, don't overlook that with the rise of multimedia content and video content, that YouTube and SlideShare can be enormously powerful. And again, before you make heavy investments in those, you want to validate that your buyer personas are there, because let's face it, you could do stuff on Vine and Instagram and Snapchat and things like that too, and maybe the children or grandkids of your ideal buyers are there, but again, all of your investments with social media should be validated by understanding who your buyer personas are and where they're hanging out online. So the first best practice is know where and why. Second is make sure that you're sharing helpful, relevant content. A lot of people in the colo data center space are sharing a lot of salesy, self-promotional kind of stuff that really is only relevant to people who already know who you are. That might be leads or late-stage opportunities. If you're trying to attract strangers to your website that have never heard of your company before, they're really not going to care about you winning the Employer of the Year award. They're not going to care about how much square footage you've just taken over, and they're sure as heck not going to be interested in your 20% off sale on your racks this particular month. So make sure that you're sharing helpful educational content that has more universal, broad-based appeal. If you think about like the 3 stages most people go through: awareness, consideration, decision-making, and that really, really early awareness stage, they're doing research on broad-based problems. They haven't even really totally defined what their problem is yet. They just kind of have some symptoms. And it's only when they're in the middle of the journey, the consideration stage, where they're going to start being in a position to compare different solutions and look at different calculators and ROI things and grids and attend webinars and things like that. And the late stage is like when they request a quote or request a tour. All too often, most colo data centers are just focused on that late stage. So really, really important to know your buyers, and really, really important to have the mindset of being a teacher, being a professor, providing helpful educational content to attract the right strangers.
Hey there, it's Joshua Feinberg from SB Home Run. We're so glad that you stopped by to watch this video today. If you got good value, make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you can get notified when new videos just like this go live. Thanks. We hope you're having a great day, and we wish you great success.